Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm not prepared to be on camera right now, but I did it anyways. Hello. How are you guys doing? Oh, that's muted. Okay, good. We are doing some reacty things today for the YouTubes. Xaviera, hello. Snarky, thank you so much for the resub. Snarky has joined the Void Army. Hello. This one called Heated Argument. Let's see about this one. For those of you who don't know, I am going to be doing this for my supervillain salty character, which means I'm going to be a bit of an asshole, and I'm unapologetic about it. So if you, in any way, are any sort of a snowflake, get offended easily, you might want to take your leave now, because I hold nothing back. And I don't apologize for it. So there's your disclaimer. Hit the road, pussy. Yes, exactly. I'm on my villain arc today. Okay, let's get into this. I gotta get mentally prepared to be an asshole. So basically, me. Aw, frag. Aw. It's okay. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move this so it actually looks like I'm looking at it instead of looking over here. The weird, wacky, and relevant are the most beloved. Yeah. Okay. This one. Number 1 today. Heated argument. Hey everybody, I had an argument with my mom that ultimately left her crying. Aw, and I felt awful about it and I did not agree with what she said. There was no yelling, but I was accused of being argumentative and a bully. It was the typical boys are born with penises, girls with vaginas nonsense. I told her, no, it's a lot more complicated, and it went on from there. My question is, how can I better answer questions without raising emotions? Is there a tactic anyone uses? We'll start with this. Yes, there is definitely a tactic of debate without raising emotions. It's called talking like an adult. Not a lot of people have this skill. Some people definitely do. I get the feeling that mom is maybe not very outwardly transphobic or anything like that, but is firm in her beliefs. Maybe she's religious, or maybe she whatever, right? And she thinks that, you know, boys are born boys and girls are born girls, whatever, right? It's her opinion, and people have a right to have those regardless of how good or shitty they are. And her I don't know if this is a girl or a guy. My canon is this poster is a girl. And I'm guessing her daughter, because I don't know, got offended about this and said, you know, I don't overly like the tone you're using. I don't like, you know, what you're saying about this. And they said, no, it's a lot more complicated than that. Gender's a spectrum and whatever. I'm really reaching right here. I really don't know how that conversation went, but they got in an argument. When you're dealing with somebody who has a different opinion than you, and they can be very, very stubborn about that opinion, it's often beneficial to, like, how do I want to word this? You're never going to change somebody's mind by forcing your opinion down their throat. It's never gonna work. You have to think about how you want your mind to be changed. Like, if somebody were to come up to you, how would you want them to change your mind? You want them to sit you down, you know, and politely and respectfully explain their points, where they're coming from, and why they think. Again, you have to be respectful about why they think that their opinion is correct and why you might be wrong in some ways, and you know, you have a conversation like adults. I feel like that didn't happen here, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. Next is, also during the argument, the trans swimmer that was breaking records in women's swim competitions was brought up, and they said that it shouldn't be allowed. In my ignorance, I didn't have a good counter argument. If anyone can help me out with that, that would be appreciated. You didn't have a good counter argument for that because there is no counter argument. I absolutely respect trans people and think that they should be respected in their public spaces, and they don't deserve to be shit on and everything like that. You know, the whole 9 yards, you know? Like, be you, right? But in in competitions, in high-level sports, when you're competing, if you have a biological advantage, you should not be competing in that sport, and I don't. And I want to apologize for that. I've stated this before. Some people may disagree with me, but I mean, sports is all about biology and being, you know, like, competitive. And if you have a biological, even women who are super, super tall, they have an advantage in volleyball. Like, it's all about biology in sports, especially high level sports. So if you're born And like that's why if it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, why would you separate sports by gender anyways? Why would we have men and women's sports if it doesn't matter anyways? If we're just letting everybody compete everywhere, then what's the point? Just mix everything already and make people happy, then see what they want. But of course nobody actually wants that because it wouldn't be fair. That's all I have to say about that. You didn't have a good counter argument, I believe, because there is no good counter argument. Evolution wasn't perfect. It was not perfect. Earth biology is skewed for the vast majority of life forms to be divided into either male or female. Variations of that theme are a result of some screw up of the genetic code. Yeah, like I don't know very much about science, and yeah, there are like different, you know, like everybody's born different, right? Like I'll give you that, and it's not my job to. Well, it is my job to shit on people actually, but only sometimes. Only sometimes. Kinda, it is, yeah, I mean, it is kind of my job to be an asshole, isn't it? Next. What's next? Is this homophobic? Okay. How about this one? Ooh, possible trigger. Watch out, guys. Watch out, watch out. We don't want y'all to get triggered. Me, I'm not okay with what you just said. Him. With what? Me. Regarding LGBTQ support. It should be kept out of school so we don't piss people off. Me, what the fuck? Him. I just don't see why it has to be done there. So this guy is saying that they should keep like the LGBT, gay, straight, lesbian, trans stuff out of schools, and she's saying no, it needs to be really heavily, it needs to be in the schools, and she said that's transphobic to think that, or homophobic, or whatever. FYI, he is straight and cis, and I am cis and bisexual with a transgender best friend who was listening to this convo and concluded it was homophobic. I'm also assuming a yes, but your thoughts? I disagree. I do not think that that's homophobic because all he said was that it should be kept out of schools. Did he say that there's no such thing as gay or straight or gay people should go to hell? I mean, I don't think he said anything. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like what do you guys think? Like, I don't think he said anything that was blatantly homophobic. He just said that it should be kept out of schools. And honestly, I'm not exactly against that because like young kids, I don't think should be involved in, you know, like sexuality like that. And you got catfished? I'm sorry, Alex. That's terrible. But I don't know. I don't think that young kids should be involved in anything, you know, like gay, straight, trans. Like, I mean, they're kids, you know? Like, why do they have to focus on, you know, who they like that? Like, why should we be asking kids who they're sexually attracted to? Like, kids. Like, these are minors. Like, I don't know. I just think that that's a little bit, I don't know. I agree. I think that it should be kept out of schools. I don't think that it should be, you know, forbidden to be talked about, but I don't think there should be, like, classes for sexuality or anything like that. I think that's taking it way too far. I think if people want to experiment with that on their own, sure, but I don't think that should be in an educational setting. Especially for minors and children. I don't think that they should be involved in anything about their sexuality. I mean, there's sex ed, you know, and that's like sexual education, and that's part of it, exactly. But having like, and the reason why I think that it is because I've heard a lot of people in a lot of arguments about how we should have education on gender and like what gender you are, and like, I don't think that we should be introducing that to children. I mean, like, if kids discover that on their own, that's great. That's fine. That's whatever. But I don't think we should be shoving that in kids' faces. And statistically speaking, more young people are homophobic and transphobic now more than ever before in the last couple of years. And I think that it's partially because we are shoving it down people's throats in the hopes that we're going to educate them and make them less phobic when it's actually having the opposite effect. I think that making them, you know, be involved in all this stuff that they don't necessarily want to be involved in is not achieving the effect that these people want it to. Introducing it to kids and everything I don't think is going to be beneficial, and I don't think it's going to have the effect that they want it to. So yes, I think it should be kept out of schools, and I think the more hands-off that people are, and the more that people just be like, yo, live your life, you know, be happy, do what you want, but are leaving people alone with that and not trying to like force people to think a certain way. I think the more that people do that, I think the more that it'll be accepted, actually. The Matrix made it this way? I wouldn't be surprised. We do need to have a solid sexual education curriculum, but most kids prior to puberty aren't interested. The youngest are just shamed for having stereotyped likes. Exactly. Like, I mean, these young kids don't need to be, you know, like, introduced to this stuff. Like, they're young kids. You don't need to be like, hey, little girl, are you a lesbian? Like, bruh, I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's pretty bad. I wouldn't want my kid to be involved in any of that from a young age. Sex ed is fine the way it is. That must be a troll comment because we have a human trafficker supporter in here. Formatting is terrible because I'm mobile. Sorry. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, for that one, I don't agree that that's homophobic, and I think that that should be left out of schools. I actually agree with a friend there. You're back, Bob. Awesome. Welcome back. Oh boy. FYI, this is going to be a very short stream today because I just want to get, you know, film like reactions with you guys, and then it's going to be uploaded on the tubes on YouTube and everything like that. I don't remember adding this. What is this? And that's how gays are made. Uh-oh. I pressed the wrong button. What is this? Can y'all see this? Mama was dat. That's a rainbow, darling. Rainbow? Yes. Do you like it? So pretty. You're gay. I think I know why I added this. I think this is a well-intentioned meme comic that somebody made, but am I the only one who thinks that's problematic? Like, since when can guys not like rainbows? Like does liking rainbows and pretty things make you automatically gay? No. That's the problem. So many people think that if you're a guy and you like things that can be even considered even remotely feminine, that it makes you gay or trans or whatever. Yeah, there are plenty of feminine men who are like absolutely straight as a whistle. Like, I think when you were a kid, and does that make you automatically gay? I don't know. I think that's why I added this. I think I scrolled upon this one time and I was like, what in the actual fuck is that? You read this paper about homosexuality, like why it persists in nature even though it's not producing offspring? I haven't actually read anything scientifically about it. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. Like, there are obviously gay, straight, bisexual, whatever people. Like, you like who you like, and that's whatever. But saying that if you're born a guy and you like a rainbow, it automatically makes you gay, that's problematic, yo. Yeah, it's so corny, man. That's wrong. This comic is bad. I don't agree with this. This is terrible. I think I just wanted us to state that. Yeah, exactly. That is very problematic. I mean, I don't know. I think this is a big issue that I see all over with this the LGBT community is they try to put like a rule book on it, like if you like this, this, and this, that makes you this. It's like, no, it fucking doesn't. Like, you can like what you like and still be who you are. It doesn't automatically make you gay or straight or trans or whatever. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ. Looks like satire, making fun of people who avoid girly stuff because I think it's gay. I don't know. Like, that's like none of the what are the, and there's no comments on it yet either, but I don't know. It just says, "Hey, I'm gay" by Folka Gay. I don't know. It could be satire, but there are way too many people who would look at this and think that this is legit. Like, there are people who would say, "Hey, that's right. Yeah, if you're a guy and you like rainbows, you're probably gay." No, I'm sorry. That's not true. You take pictures of pretty much every rainbow you see. They're fascinating to me. They're pretty. You can like what you like. Doesn't make you gay.
Like that was placed back in the day. Color pink became prominent. Boys started wearing pink shirts. Everybody's like, "Oh, gay, you can't be a guy and wear pink. That's gay."
Yeah. I don't know. I think we should be going. I think we're going back in evolution. We're devolving right now. We went from, like, we need to be going to, hey, if you're a guy and you like pink, that's fine. It doesn't make you gay. But now we're going into, hey, people posting, hey, I'm a guy and I like girly things. Doesn't make me gay. And people are like, probably. And now they're trying to be supportive of it, and when instead we should be saying, hey, it doesn't make you gay, it just makes you you. There's nothing wrong with liking what you like. But maybe that's just me. You never knew a rainbow flag meant people were gay until you were in the mid-20s. Yeah, I mean, it's like what? I don't know. People put way too many labels on it. Some people are probably afraid of liking rainbows and pink things now because they're afraid they're going to be associated with, like, being gay or bisexual, and when there's nothing wrong with that, they just don't want people to assume the wrong thing about them because there's, like, so many of the LGBT stuff is centered around a rainbow. When I feel bad for rainbows, man. Okay, next. What's this one? This Tumblr post perfectly explains why, even if you're not LGBT, you can and still should be an ally. Source in the comments. Why do you even care about trans women? You're not even one of them. And then there's they linked an article. I don't know how to explain to you that you should care about other people. Hashtag protect the deviant. Transphobia discussion. Secular stuff, trans stuff, social justice. I'm gonna say something pretty controversial. You shouldn't care about other people. I mean, it's not my responsibility to give a shit about them. And granted, obviously, I'm not talking about you guys, my community. I obviously love you guys, but I don't give a shit about other people. Like, it's not my job. It's not my responsibility. I won't ever go out of my way to be disrespectful to someone. Like, if someone tells me that they're trans and they use the pronouns he or she or whatever, I will do my best to absolutely respect their pronouns. But I am not going to. It's not my job to go out of my way to cater to somebody else for their problems. Like, am I an asshole for thinking that? Like, it's not my job to give a shit about you. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna be, like, outwardly rude, but I don't know you. I am not required to go out of my way to support all the little tiny things that you do and want to say about yourself. I'm sorry. It's not my job. So, no, I should not care about other people. Sorry.
Because you're a fucking person sucking air in the world that you automatically have a social responsibility when it's like, nah, baby.
Yeah, no, I don't have no responsibility. I have a responsibility to be responsible and care about myself and the people that I care about. But a random person I absolutely have no fucking clue about, like, it's not my job to care about you. I need to care about myself and get my own shit taken care of. And, like, like I said, I will never go out of my way to, like, disrespect someone like that and, like, be, like, rude to someone who just doesn't deserve it and is minding their own business. But I think this stems from the fact that there are people, kill for fun, hello. What if they are mayors of a city? Can you get my vote? I don't know, Nick, you're gonna have to pitch that to me. If you care about everyone, it's gonna get on your nerves. It is, yeah, like, I mean, Tom, hello. To paraphrase Dave Chappelle, since when was I obligated to play along with your self-delusion? Yeah, there's a line, right? Like, there are people, like, don't get me wrong, I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say this, because if I don't, people will cancel me, and they'll say I'm transphobic and all this bullshit when I'm not. Like, if you are trans or whatever, and, you know, that's who you are, you know, you're respectful about it, I will respect you back. But I'm not going to respect you if you do not respect me. Meaning that if you go around and you get all sorts of pissy at me and get mad at me because you identify as whatever you identify as, and your pronouns are Zir and Zed, and you expect me to just cater to you to make you happy, to avoid offending you, I'm sorry, it's not my job. It's not my job to cater to you and, you know, help protect your fragile mental state. I'm sorry. If you respect me and, you know, are nice and good to me about it, and you know, are, like, respectfully come up and you know, it's like, if I misgender you once and you respectfully correct me and say, hey, sorry, actually these are my pronouns, sure, I will respect you. But there are people who say, no, you have to say this and you have to do this because those are my pronouns, you have to respect me. It's like, no, actually I fucking don't, because I don't give a shit about you. I don't know you. So if you do not respect me, I'm not going to respect you. Is that just my opinion? Sorry, I'm not a Care Bear. Yeah, it's like, Jesus, I don't know. So this, I feel like it's just coming from a bit of a self-centered place. I mean, yeah, there's tolerance. Like, don't go out of your way to be an asshole to somebody who doesn't deserve it. But like, there are people who like get mad. Like, I had a coworker once who had some pretty funky pronouns. I don't even remember what they are, but it wasn't they, them. It wasn't she or he, and it wasn't even zero or zed. I don't even remember what the fuck it was. And they got mad at me for not reading their fucking mind and knowing what their pronouns were. And so I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that. And it's like, I'm not going to go out of my way to change my entire vocabulary to cater to you. And maybe that makes me an asshole and, like, makes me the world's biggest supervillain, and maybe that makes me phobic or whatever, but, like, I think you should live your life, right? Be happy, dress the way you want, date whoever you want, you know, whatever, right? That's none of my business. It's not my job to tell you what to do. But as soon as you start to put that on me, and make it my business and make me start to feel like, or start to try and tell me that I'm being an asshole for not completely changing my entire vocabulary to satisfy you, I'm sorry. That's when I put my foot down and I say, no, I'm not, I'm not doing that. Sorry, I won't be an asshole to you, but I'm not going to completely cater to you just to make you happy. Especially when I don't even know you, so, sorry. You believe Eminem said it best when you said, I am whatever you say I am. Yeah, it's like, I don't know why people are so obsessed with this kind of stuff lately. It's like, I don't know. It's like why care? Just, like, what's wrong with just being you and yourself? What's wrong with identifying as you? Boxed in, hello. You still find this pronoun bullshit hilarious because in your native language has no pronouns, and you see this whole pronoun battle seems hilarious? Yeah, like in some languages, like they don't even have like gendered terms for things. Like it's not even a thing in some languages, mostly just English. It's something to be perceived as black and white. You're not going, oh, wait, I missed your other comment. Your pronouns are hey and come here. It's something to perceive. Black and white people can fight over it. Yeah, your pronouns are bite me. It's like, hey, it's like, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't care what people do, you know, as long as they leave me out of it. As long as they don't try to make me feel like I have to do something for them. Like, if you want to identify as whatever you want to identify as, sure, go for it. Just don't start to come into my territory, right, and say that I need to change my ways to cater to you and this weird shit that you're doing. You can do it all you want, and I'm not gonna judge you. If I see like a weird pronoun on somebody's Twitter page, I'm not gonna go out of my way to DM them hate shit or anything like that. No, I'll leave them the fuck alone, because it's not, like, why would I go out of my way to be an asshole like that? It's like, even, perfect example, furries, right? Do I think it's a little weird? Yeah. Actually, I think it's a lot of weird. I think it's a little bit weird that people dress up as animals, especially how sexualized it can get. But if I see a furry, am I gonna go out of my way to be a dick to him? No, I'm gonna leave him the fuck alone. It's why go out of your way to be a dick? Which is why, Kanjo, hello. Which is why I think that I should be given the same respect. No furries, unsubbing. Yeah, sorry, Enig. You can do what you want. It's just, it's not my job to like it, is all I'm saying. Like, I don't know. That's why I don't know, this whole, you should be obligated to care about other people. It's like, I should not be obligated to do jack shit.
You ain't obligated to do a fucking thing.
Exactly. I ain't obligated.
The way it works is, if you want to be a furry or do something like that, that's fine. But at that point, you need to openly accept that people are going to think that shit is weird.
Yeah.
And I think at that point, you have no right to get mad about
it. Babe, somebody, lollipop, commented, and I want you to answer this one. Just curious, do I think I'm racist? Do you think I'm racist?
You're the most racist person I've ever met.
Yeah, let's have my boyfriend answer that. I'm totally racist. Totally
insanely racist, especially against black people. She hates them. Hates them. Absolutely hates them. What a stupid ass thing to say.
Wow. Damn. He's not on. He's just sitting across the other side of the room. Like, yeah, like, what the fuck? I don't know. Some people are just stupid like that. Some people are just stupid. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not obligated to care about somebody else. Damn racists. Jesus Christ. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think you should go out of your way to make somebody feel bad about themselves or to be mean to someone. But I also feel like as soon as you start to come, you know, onto me and say, hey, I identify as this and that. You need to call me this, because if you don't, you'll be X, Y, and Z phobic. That's when I started to have a problem with it. It's like, one, I've never heard of whatever the fuck kind of pronoun you're even saying right now. You expect me to remember that, one, and be obligated to call you that, and two, I'm gonna be apparently the asshole if I don't. So, no, I'm sorry. No, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Next. I think we only have like one more. What's this? If you need or require external validation, you probably need more therapy. Yeah, and it's like a lot of it is why I think, like, not everyone is like this in that community. Don't get me wrong. Not everyone is like this. They're absolutely cool and chill people, you know, who are just there to be happy, you know, and all the power to them. You know, they deserve all the respect in the world, right? But I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people who do this mostly for attention, you know, and I think that just because they identify as this, that, and the third makes them obligated to receive special treatment, you know, and that's what I disagree with. Man. You're not stupid, you just stumbled in. You're not supposed to know my life, just like how I say people don't have to automatically know people's pronouns. But your first comment is to ask me if I'm racist. Like where did that come from? Do you always ask everyone that you meet for the first time if they're a racist? Like, where did that even come from? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's a bit odd. We're not even talking about race.
You're like trying to compare apples to oranges.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. People like that are the ones you try to avoid. Anyone can say anything. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not continuing that conversation. That was just a bit weird. Unfortunately, anyone can say anything. Yeah. Okay, so I'm currently... Yeah, it's like... I don't know. That was just wonky. That completely threw me off guard. Like, I've never had anyone blatantly just say, "Hi, are you a racist?" Like, what? No. Okay, so I'm currently a trans woman, and I've started HRT about a month ago. But is it okay to do some of my masculine hobbies like airsoft and go shooting without interfering with my estrogen and not raising my testosterone? Apparently, if you're a girl, you can't go shooting. And you can't, you know, do masculine activities. Because it's gonna, unfortunately, it's gonna raise your testosterone. And it's gonna turn you into a guy. It's gonna raise your testosterone, you're gonna grow a beard, and you're gonna become a guy. According to this person. Like... Airsoft, yeah, exactly, the new bulking method. Honestly, like, where in the hell do these people get their information? So this person thinks that by doing masculine activities makes them biologically male.
Yeah,
so,
babe, I can't cook dinner tonight because my fucking estrogen is gonna rise.
Yeah, every
I
male
stay
chef.
Masculine, so I can't cook. Can't do it. Can't
Oh my
clean
God.
Either. That's all you.
Every chef in the world is faking being a guy because they're cooking, which, you know, being in the kitchen is a woman thing, right? Apparently. So them being in the kitchen, they're obviously a fake dude because their estrogen would have raged through the roof, and, you know, we can't have that. Bro, what the fuck? Doing... This kind of broke my brain for a little bit. Gordon had it wrong. Oh no. Yeah, like, dude, honestly, like, activities that you do not have any effect whatsoever on your biology. Cooking does not make me more of a woman. Going shooting and boxing does not make me more of a man. Like, what the fuck? This is also... So, yeah, like, what the fuck, dude? Gordon, big female energy. Oh my god. Well, I don't understand, man. Like, how can you type this? How can you type this and get and think that it's a legitimate... What are the comments? Okay, Goth Froggy has it right. Hormones do not, or hobbies do not affect your hormones. God. And anyone of any gender identity can enjoy whatever hobbies they prefer. What? And he said, okay, I just figured it acts almost the same, like, about, like, working out extensively. Like, sure. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that if you're a woman and you work out, like, a lot, it probably raises your testosterone a little bit. But women, like, bodybuilder women, they work out pretty damn extensively, and you don't see them growing a goddamn beard, do you? Unless they're on steroids or whatever. But regardless of that, Jesus Christ.